guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, we are Jared and Katie Hess, and this is our channel, Tate and Bugs, and thanks for joining us today. We have a couple of really exciting things to tell you. First off is we hit 500 subscribers, and that's so exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for supporting us and for sharing us and for helping us reach our 500 mark. The second thing is we haven't worked on many projects lately because of finances and busy schedules and all sorts of other things, but we're fixing to start another project.
Can you guess what it is? Do you hear what's going on behind us and see what's going on behind us? Wait, what are we gonna build?
A big chicken coop.
How big?
This big.
Wow.
So we're excited. We're gonna start this adventure today. I don't know how long it's gonna last or how long it's gonna take, but we'll start posting videos on our progress and showing you guys our plans. The chicken coop we have now is really, really nice, and it's insulated, but it's a little bit too small, especially because they forgot to see the chickens. Are we gonna build them a new house? But we have 20 chickens and 3 ducks, and we're definitely wanting to get some more because if you've ever heard from anybody else, chickens are kind of addicting. So are chicken nuggets. So let me just go ahead and show you our plans for kind of what we're thinking for the garden and for the chicken coop as well. Okay, so we don't have a definite plan for our chicken house, but this is kind of our idea that we've drawn out. We put quite a bit of thought into the layout of our property and where our house is. Our house is right here. I won't explain everything, but the house is here, and this is the well house that cannot be moved. That has to stay there. But we wanted the chicken house far enough away to where we won't be dealing with a ton of flies in the house and stuff. So this is where the chicken house is going to be. We played around with a few different sizes, and we decided to stick to our plan of a 16-foot by 12-foot chicken house. So we don't have a definite plan whatsoever. This is just kind of the size, and then we'll just figure things out from there. But we're going to go for 16 feet long by 12 feet wide, and on the inside, this is what it's going to look like. So I know it's a ginormous chicken house, but there's a reason for that. Someday in the future, we're going to have a big garden in this area, and there's an existing sidewalk right here. And so we kind of wanted to be able to combine the two. So then when you go down the sidewalk, you can go into the garden area, or you can go into the chicken area. On the inside, we're going to do a garden shed, and it actually might end up being longer than this. But we're going to do a garden shed. It's going to only be 5 feet wide, but we're going to have like all the rakes and stuff on the side of the walls, and then one big shelving unit in the back so that we can stack stuff nicely. But this is just a garden shed. It's not to have like the mower or the weed whacker or anything in. So I think this is going to be really helpful. And we're going to put a garden shed door right here so that the chickens won't be in the side. We'll be able to access the garden shed from being in the garden. And I really, really love having one building with 2 purposes rather than multiple outbuildings. Also, when you come into the chicken house, we're going to have this part completely partitioned off. This will be back checking nesting boxes. We'll have a screen door here, multiple windows all the way around. And all of this area will be no chickens allowed in this area. It'll have gravel inside, and it'll be so that we can just stay clean. Because a lot of times when we go to shut the chickens up, we're leaving to go somewhere, and you don't want to be stepping all in chicken poop while you're fixing to leave the house. So that's why that is completely separate. And then the rest of this will just be roosting space, and we'll have a section for the ducks. And I also really want my feeder and my waterer on the inside, because when our feeder is on the outside, all the other birds eat the food. So we'll do that on the inside. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really cool. So other than the shape and the size and the height of the building, we don't really have a plan at all. So we're just going to figure things out as we go. But here's some inspiration pictures. Here's some ideas of some things that I really, really like that I'd like to see in our chicken house. I love this entry area, how it has the back checking nesting boxes and the screen door. I don't think that I'll necessarily paint all of ours white and make it look really, really pretty like that, but I like the whole concept of this idea. I love all the windows. I want lots of old windows on the chicken house, and I love how they're propped open like this so that it allows ventilation in, but then you can also shut them in the winter when you don't want it to be too cold in there for the chickens. I like this nesting box style a lot, but nesting boxes are super easy and super simple, so we could really come up with just anything we want to do. I really want to do some sort of clean out door. I don't know if it's going to be like a hatch or if we're going to make like a whole compartment open up or just like the bottom section. But the issue is this is not a raised chicken house. This is on the ground. It's going to be in the dirt. Another thing I really badly wanted was a peaked roof. Not a major peak, but not a lean-to style roof. I really wanted the charm of the peaked roof. And so Jared is going to learn how to do trusses. He's never done that before. And so that's going to be interesting. So it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out. But he said that he would do that for me. And other than that, I don't think there are any other definite plans, so we'll just see how all this plays out, but I'm excited.
So first step we got to do to build a new chicken coop, we're going to build it right where it's at. It's fairly flat already, is moving all the junk out of the way. It's on skids, so we're going to try to move this chicken coop, park it over here. This is going to eventually, hopefully, going to be our new pump house because it looks cute. It's all insulated. It'll keep stuff from freezing. Our old pump house was propped up with a shovel. I don't know if you guys remember that. Currently, it's propped up with a 4x4. Didn't realize we're trying to make a film here. I'm ready! That was terrible. Try again. Just keep trying. Go. See? See? Good throw. So I remember what I was saying.
Pump house.
Heads up. Right over her head. That was close. So this will hopefully be our new pump house. We're going to drag it over there with my dad's excavator, lift it up, cut out the bottom, and then just set it right over top.
That'll be a video for another day, but first step,
we got to prep the new chicken coop site. Let's do it.
Jared's gonna try to use the snatch block to try to get it to steer this direction.
Like a slide.
It's like a sled? Like
yes.
a sled?
Yes.
What?
Can I see over there?
Yes. Now it's safe.
Plug your eyes over here.
Grass?
No, it's a flower.
Oh, a flower? Thanks, buddy. What kind of flower is that?
It's green.
It's a straight green flower. Hey, well done.
Not bad, right?
Not bad.
It'll do for now while we build the new chicken coop.
Part B is mapping and marking out, yeah?
Yeah. I need that other one. So y'all remember 8th grade class, I don't know if it was or not, Pythagorean's theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. It's on a right angle, okay? So we're building a shop. How to make it square, a chicken coop. To make it square, you take the length and the width, and that should equal A squared plus B squared. So if you don't know, A squared means, so we're building a 12 foot, so squared, 12 times 12, 144, okay? 144 this way, then 16 times 16, I don't know, but when you add those two together, here, I'll just calculate it for you. 16 times 16, 16 squared is 256, okay? 256 plus your 144 equals 400. What times what equals 400? I'll tell you. 20! So, 20 times 20, 400, okay? So your diagonal that you're measuring needs to equal 20 for everything to be nice and squared, okay? So that's what we are mapping out currently, right now.
Who's that?
That's Mommy.
We're We're struggling really bad on the orientation of the coop. Not like how to make it square. Okay, so I would just like put it somewhere and call it a day. Same with like anything that needs to be straight. But Jared likes everything to be perfectly square, and like say our shop on our property, when you look at the bird's eye view, it's not, and it bugs him.
It angles.
It angles like a weird direction, and he doesn't want the chicken coop to be like that, which I don't either. But we don't know exactly how to do that. So we pretended that other fence line is straight and used that as our straight line, and marked it accordingly, and he doesn't like it. So until we can come up with a set squareness, we're kind of at a standstill. So now you get a look. I'm going to turn my back flat. Okay, is my back flat? I think this looks way straighter than your line. Do you not think so? It looks way straighter. Like yours kind of looks like I need to stand like this.
Like straight to me looks to where that T-post is out there.
I don't know. I think once it's up, I'm gonna love it. So I think you just need to pick where you want it.
Okay.
Because I don't.
It's gonna bug me, so.
I know it won't bug me. So I say you decide. See, that looks straight to me too. I don't know. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Fun story, at our last house, Jared trusted me to tell him what was straight and not for where we put our gate, and it bugged him every single day he got home from work because it was crooked, but I thought it looked great. Because anything's straight. If you stand here, it looks straight. Stand here, it looks straight, like it just... Okay, so we're going with where the tape measure is?
Yes.
Deliberately crooked? Deal.
It's not.
Now we can move on. Yay! Yay, 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 yay.
Alright, to tie a loop in a string, how do you do it? Let me show you. Boom, make a loop, a little over the top, nice and loose, and then another one, a little tighter, pull the loose one over the top and through, like that, center up, voila. Now you got your nice loop you can put on your steak to wrap it around.
Or you can do what Katie does.
Get out of here.
Let me show him.
Get out of here.
I'm showing.
Oh, get out of here. Let me hold that.
You're really not going to let me show him? Because this is the easy way. Fold it in half, wherever you desire. Pretend there's a tail. Fold it in half. Loop it up and around. Bam.
Hey, my foot's in there.
Where'd you find it?
In my pocket.
It was in your pocket the whole time?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I have dug a lot of holes in my life. Sometimes it just pays to have the right tool. So we're gonna put a link at the bottom of this video so you can check out the full review on the Predator auger from Harbor Freight. Check it out, okay? Well worth it.
So with designing the chicken coop, Jared was tossing up so many different ideas, whether we should do a pole barn style and then wall it in, or if he wanted to frame it in like a house. And he likes the framing with 2x4s the best. And so instead of doing a whole bunch of 4x4s in the ground, kind of like a pole barn, and instead of buying a whole lot of those, what do you call those, piers? Blocks? Pier blocks things? Instead of like leveling out the whole entire ground, he thought of a different method. Take it away.
Just level out each side. Throw your 2x4 or 4x4s in, mark it, cut them, put the skirt around, and then when the whole thing's all nice and level, we'll pour concrete in the holes. Call it a day.
It's not a house, so we don't need a crazy foundation, but we also didn't want to level everything out and just build a chicken coop sitting on the surface of the dirt. So this is like an in-between, I suppose. So we made a mistake. We were starting on the lowest end and we needed to start on the highest end. And so instead of wasting all these boards and cutting, Jared is digging the holes to make them match the length of boards that we cut for that side. All right, take 2.
If my auger skills were better, all the holes would have been the same depth.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Go on now. Look. Oh, that side is from way up.
No, that's why I said don't dig it.
Weird. Up. Right there. Down, right there. Let me grab something. There it is, guys. Actually, in the video, it looks pretty level. When you're standing here, it does not look level at all. But that's because the slope of the ground. But it is completely level and almost completely square. There we go. Everything's measured and cut, and now it's time to remeasure, shim, and pour the concrete. All right, we remeasured and dug a little bit of extra out of the holes, and we're just gonna dry pour the corners. Oh, now the chickens are gonna eat concrete and turn to stone. Okay, Mr. Mountain Man over here just woke up from his nap and had to share some wisdom. He walks out here, and after all that corner measuring, he says, "Well, let me just show you how to make sure it's square. It's the 3-4-5 rule." So, here to share with us the 3-4-5 rule.
Don't mind the chickens. Get back. Wow.
Can I hold that for you?
Tape measuring your life?
All being pecked to death by chickens.
So you measured it for 3.
3 foot.
3 feet.
Go the other way on your 90-degree angle. 4
And
foot.
4 foot. And
6 foot.
chickens would stop cutting the tape.
Hey, put it back in the tape.
To that foot, or that
1 foot
line.
to 6 foot equals 5 feet. We built it
Look
square.
at there.
Square enough for a chicken coop.
Now you know, folks. The 3-4-5 rule. You don't have to take it all 20 feet across, but we did over and above the Call of Duty 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot rule. Really fun. All right, that wraps up step number 1. So we're gonna let this dry, and then we'll start framing tomorrow. Nope, we're babysitting tomorrow. Start framing the next day.
Oh, buddy. Love that. So sweet. We're so excited to be building again and be working on projects again. And thank you guys so much for joining us for step 1 of building the chicken coop. And join us on the next video and watch the progress unfold. Thanks so much for watching, guys.